welcome. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me, Mr. Derek Lamar, on the Mr. Derek Lamar Show. I hope that everyone has been well since the last time I saw you. I hope everyone's been blessed with health, wealth, prosperity, and all those good things, man. So thank you for tuning in. But I would be remiss if I didn't start off the show with giving my condolences to the family of the young man down in Mississippi, Mr. Nolan Wells. Man, I'm so tired. I'm sure, as many of you are as well. Whether you have children, whether you have sons, whether you have children or not, I know you're tired of hearing stories like this that just don't add up. I'm so tired of these things happening to us. And I'll just say this too: is yet for people that follow me, I had a post that said, "Here's another thing that we got to add to the talk with our children. We got to say, and I'll say this to the parents out there: don't let your black child be the only black child in a group." And I know that's, someone may hear that and be like, "How could you?" Well, hey, what they say, the proof is in the pudding. But I wanted to start off the show with giving my condolences to the family, and I pray that they find justice quickly, and those who are responsible for what happened are punished to the fullest extent of the law. So I want to get that out the way first. So we got a special show tonight. This show is all about. I say this every week. This show is all about the hustle. It's all about hustlers. It's about creatives. It's about business people, people that are doing things, people that I admire, people that I see what they're doing. And I go, that's pretty dope. Other people should know about this. I want other people to hear about this. So if I ain't got to you, I'm gonna get to you because I got my eyes, I got my peoples out there looking. Like I said before, if I hit you, be ready. If I hit you, be ready. So this person I have on this show is the embodiment of a hustler. So I know it is 7:03 right now. You done got the kids situated, or shoot, old as we are now, you done got the grandbaby situated, you done got yourself situated. I want you to sit back, relax, go get your libation, maybe go get your little snack, get your pen and paper, and we gonna come back in 60 seconds. We're gonna come back with the boss chick, Miss Vina Rivers. So, Trump, if you could give us about a good 60 seconds, we're gonna be right back with our guest, Miss Vina Rivers. Yeah, about 60 seconds. So get your drinks. I'll meet y'all right back here. Yes, welcome back, welcome back, welcome. I cannot help but just groove every time that thing come on. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Welcome back. If you're just tuning into the Mr. Derek Lamar Show, thank you for tuning in. As I say, you could be anywhere in the world. You know how big the internet is. Internet's a big place, and you decide to come kick it with me. So I definitely appreciate it. Tonight, we have a special guest. This woman is a ball. She is a ball. She is a ball. She is a celebrity eyebrow artist, the owner of Precise Brows by V, and owner of Precise Beauty here in the Prince George's County, Maryland. Not only is she that, that could be, we could have a show on that alone. Not only is she all those things, she is also the writer, creator, director, and star of the hit. When I say hit, I'm talking 2.5 million views so far on Tubi of her hit series, Deceitful Motives. So without further ado, put your hands together for my special guest, boss of bosses, Miss Vina Rivers, y'all. Y'all clap it up for Vina, y'all.
Thank you, Derek, for having me.
Yes, yes, you already know. When I when I brought this show back, my main thing was just, you know, when people are doing things, I be looking. I might be in the cut. I be looking, but I be saying what people be doing. I be saying what people be doing.
Mhm.
So when I met you, I got a phone call. A phone call
Mhm.
from a good friend of mine, Tierney Franche, amazing actress, amazing actress.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
she,
Beautiful, beautiful soul as well.
yes, great person. On top of being an amazing actress, she's a great person. So
Mm-hmm.
she hit me one day. She said, "Bro, like I got something for you. I need a favor." With certain people, f- fake man, when and where.
Yeah.
And she said, I got a young lady she's working on this project. I said, "Say less, tell me where to go." But I'm gonna come back on that. I'm gonna come back on that. But that's why I mentioned. I said, okay, she's doing some things. And then I've seen some other things. But for the folks who are looking at this young lady, say, who's this young lady? She looks familiar. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
What's up, y'all? I'm Vina Rivers. I am from Prince George's County. I grew up in Upper Marlboro. Yeah, so I'm a DMV girly. Um, and yeah, I'm doing everything that I put my mind to, basically.
I know that's
Everything.
right. I know that's right. So I'm gonna say this, and I always ask people where they're from because it often, if not always, show it influences the things that you do. So being from Prince George's County, being from Upper Marlboro, and I'm pretty much when I came from Alaska, I touched down in Upper Marlboro, Largo,
Okay.
Kettering to be exact, 249.
Okay.
Um, how did growing up in Upper Marlboro influence you?
I feel like growing up in Upper Marlboro kept me out of things that I probably would have been into if I was in different areas. My family is from Palmer Park originally, so
Hmm.
it has its reputation. My
Hmm.
grandparents moved me from there when I was 2 years old because they didn't want me to grow up around there. I love my Palmer Park family. I visit my Palmer Park family, but my grandparents didn't want me growing up there. So I feel like, they did the right thing and it helped me to stay focused on the things that I
Hmm.
really wanted to pursue in life.
Because let me tell you, for those that don't know or they're not familiar with Prince George's County and Upper Marlboro, in the what you see now is hustling and bustling. Up, it was one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
When I grew up in Kettering, Kettering had one way out, one way in, white picket fence that lined all the way down Central
Hmm.
Avenue. And if people came to visit us from the city, they would say, "Oh yeah, it's dark. Let me get up out of here." So being isolated often, kind of like you said, keeps you or kept you from doing some wild stuff. And same
Yeah.
thing with me, being
Yeah.
all the way down there at the end of Central Avenue kept me out of some things until I got in the car and took my ass up Central Avenue and
Right.
got into some stuff.
Yeah.
But
Because Upper Marlboro was definitely considered like the country back then. It's like, oh, you live in the country.
and folks wasn't coming out there, so
No.
it was now they just starting to come out there. So
Hmm.
you grew up in Upper Marlboro.
I
For those of
did.
you who don't know what that is, look it up. It's a great place. Check it out. That's where Miss Vina is from.
Yeah.
So Miss Young Vina growing up in Upper Marlboro, and all of a sudden she decides uh, to get into browse. Tell us how you got
So
into and then we go once you tell us how we got into it, then we're gonna be like, how did you do what it did? So tell us
Yeah.
how did or what did you do before that led you up into the browse?
So I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I always knew that a 9 to 5 was not for me. I'm just not the 9 to 5 girly. Have I had 9 to 5s? Absolutely. I used to work in the mayor's office. So I know full well what it is to have a regular job, but that's just me clocking in, and I'm no disrespect to anybody who gets up and goes in and clocks a 9 to 5. But I just knew that that wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I started out with throwing fashion shows. That's how I
Okay.
kind of got my foot in the, I would say, entertainment field. So I didn't know what I was doing. Like, let me just say something about me. If it's something that I think I can do, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to figure it out along the way. I'm not, hey, how do you do this? Or, hey, do you know how to do this? Or, hey, can you show me how? I'm just going to try to do it the way I think it should be done. And
Mm-hmm.
so, with that being said, when I had decided to start throwing fashion shows, I didn't know where to start, but I'm like, oh, maybe I need to get some models first. Then it was like, oh, maybe then I'll secure a venue and a date. I'm just winging it, But
Yeah.
I ended up becoming very popular for doing my fashion shows. And my fashion shows were very entertaining. They wasn't just regular runway shows back then, which a lot of people were doing back then, because that was a
Mm-hmm.
long time ago. I incorporated comedy in my shows and dance routines and poets and, just different sources of entertainment to give
Yeah.
everybody something to really enjoy. Um, and then from there, uh, I had a second child. So I took a break from all of the entertainment and stuff like that, because I had also started hosting like a public access TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was a
So,
public access. Yeah, I think it was called Top 100 Video Classics or something. It was me and another guy, and we were the host of it. But I kind of fell back on that stuff to get
mhm.
in mommy mode for a second time around, because my kids are 10 years apart. So it was like starting all over again.
That's like me and my brother. He took a whole decade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But my kids are both grown now, so they're mama free to do what she want to do. But in any event, I don't the comedian Mike Brooks, that's local from the DMV. He,
That's my guy. We went to school together.
yeah, and he
Okay.
actually used to do comedy at some of my fashion shows. Remember, I said I would have comedians come and do little sets as
Yeah.
like entertainment for the guests. And he did. He came out for me. He did a couple of my shows, and we became really good friends after that. So he reached out to me one day and was like, "Hey, I'm about to do a YouTube web series. You want to be a part of it?" I had never acted a day in my life, but I'm also a risk taker. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Sure, let's do it.
hmm
So I became a part of his popular YouTube web series called A Circle of Love. And so,
Yeah. Oh, that.
yeah, my
That's
character,
where.
yeah, my character became very,
Yes.
very popular in that show. For my get back with the ex fiance. But in any event, so that was my first taste of acting, and I really liked it.
Uh-huh.
My work phone is going off too. I really liked it. So somebody invited me to be a part of a play. And I was like, sure, why not? Even though I can't do cut and, I know I got to remember all of these lines for sure. I can't just get up here
hmm
and, take
Hey,
two. No.
people
So
people think the plays is easy. You got to
it's
remember
not,
it all.
it's
Like what?
not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did the play, and then it was like, okay, I kind of like this. Now, I've never had any acting classes, never, acting wasn't something that was a passion of mine or something. It was more so to take me away from my everyday life, give me an opportunity to be somebody else for a change. Um, and so from there, I decided to get into eyebrows because everybody loves my eyebrows. Let me just give y'all a little
You
looky
got
look. And
look at the
then
product. Look at the
y'all see that
product.
arch right there? Yeah. So everybody loved how I do eyebrows, and they're like, "Oh, can you do my eyebrows?" And I'm like, "No." Like, But then I realized, like, I really enjoy,
Hmm.
yeah, doing my eyebrows. And then when I discovered a service called microblading, it's like a form of tattooing designed to look like real
Okay.
hair. It was
Okay.
intriguing to me because I'm like, I'm a creative person. So Now I don't draw, I'm not an artist, but I'm creative.
Yeah,
So
there's many facets to being a creative. Yes.
exactly. So the idea that could create a whole new eyebrow for someone who may have been going through cancer or alopecia, or just not had. Some people are just naturally born with very thin eyebrows, and for women, it's the focal point of our face. So with
Yeah.
that being said, to be able to do something for someone that'll make them feel good, give them more confidence, make them, feel happy inside, I'm like, okay, maybe then I can do that. So I took a class and I started out with my home. And I just, from once I posted one
Wow.
person, it was like my business just skyrocketed from there. And I was getting a plethora
Wow.
of clients. And I was just like, oh my God. Let me tell you, Derek, my practice was on humans. I didn't even get a chance after my class to really sit down and practice on like the fake skins. I
Yeah.
was having so many people booking that, I considered them my practice, but it was all coming out good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Booked and
Booked
busy.
and busy from the very beginning. I have been so blessed, so blessed.
Look
Um,
at God. Look at
yeah,
God.
yeah. And then I
It's
had people go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was sitting there, I'm listening to your story, and I'm sitting here like we parallel each other in a way because I used to do, so I'm gonna go way back. Remember when Instagram first started doing videos and it was only 6 seconds? That was a
Yes.
long time ago. So I
Mm,
used to do videos, right? So I was doing
mhm,
videos way back then. And I had a radio show, and someone said, hey, your videos are funny. You should be in a play. And I'm the
mhm,
type of person, I'll say yes first and then figure
mhm.
it out later. So
That's
when you
me.
said that, I'm like, all right, never been in a play. Then it came, hey, you want to do this movie? Bam. We do that. And as far as my business, I was going into the store and I'm getting beard oil. I'm like, I don't like the way this smells.
Mhm,
Like my beard right here, my nose right here, it's got to be right. I
mhm.
needed to do multiple things. I can't find it. Make the shit yourself.
That's
Do
funny.
it.
I make beard oil now too.
Come on, come on. It's enough faces, and I always say when people, I'm the type of person when you do it, I'm gonna take a picture with you and check it out. Some people
Absolutely.
will be like, well, why would you? I had a good buddy started it. It's a picture of me holding his bottle, he holding mine. I said, man, it is enough faces and
Absolutely.
beards. His gonna do something mine don't do. Mine's gonna do something his don't do. It's enough. I don't know who he know. He don't know who I know. It's enough for everybody out here to
Absolutely.
get it. So I wish you
Yeah.
much success
Thank
on
you.
that. So you jumped out of going from the class
Mhm.
straight on a real human's face, not even that, and
Yeah.
then you rocking straight out the
Yeah.
house.
And then, but then,
So
clients started saying like, "Well, do you do lashes?" And I'm like, "I don't want to lose this money." So I looked at my daughter. I'm
okay,
like, do you want to do lashes?" And she's like, "Yeah." So I put her into a couple of classes, let her learn how to do lashes, and then from there, we both have just, you know, one
I
year later, we moved into our first salon. 1 year after that, we opened our second salon. And then we opened our third salon in the middle of the pandemic. So we have 3 salons right now.
wait, Tori, can you put that picture up of that young lady? She doing like this. Can you put that picture up of her bossing out? So look at that.
Oh,
Yeah, I hit that
thank
Joan. I
you.
hit that Joan, didn't I? So wait a minute. Let's just hold that there for a moment.
Mhm.
Let's hold that there for a moment.
Yes, I can really
You
look good as
said
my body used to
one
be.
girl, please. Uh, one salon,
Mhm.
two salon,
Mhm.
third salon opened during the pandemic. Trump, can I get some hand claps, man, for this young lady with 3
Thank you.
places?
Thank
Come on
you.
now, Vina.
Yeah.
You
We
got
also have
three.
we have one more. We have a miniature mall as well. It's like
Okay.
a small
I
mall with 12 stores in it.
So I saw that. So
Mhm.
let's just go ahead and get into that. We're gonna come back. I
Okay.
saw a post that you had about a mini mall, and I remember
Mhm.
looking at that. I was already gonna get you for the show, and I said, she's just showing off now. I said, I love a hustler.
Yeah.
That's it. My brain don't know, my body sleep, my brain still be hustling, thinking of stuff.
Yep.
And when I saw that, I said, damn, so tell me. So now I'm intrigued. Now I'm like, wait a minute. I like the people at home. Wait a minute now. So tell us about this mini mall with the stores in it, with the stuff in there. Let's hear more.
So after my daughter and I opened up our third salon, of course, everything is basically geared around beauty in the salons that
Mm-hmm.
we do. Because what it is the main store that we opened up first, it's a storefront. So it's just her
Mm-hmm.
and I that work inside of there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on the inside of the same building, we have two salons that are all private suites. So, like if you had a business you wanted to come, you needed a space to run your business out of, you would reach out to us and you would lease a office space from us to run your business. But those
Mm-hmm.
office spaces are used for any type of business. So we literally have, hairstylists, makeup artists, tattoo artists, barbers. We have Brazilian waxers, massage therapists, nail technicians. We have it all. Like literally, we're the one stop shop, and we
Wow.
sell
You
puppies too. And and so it was like, okay, we don't want to do any more beauty. We have enough beauty going on right now. We need to think outside the box and do something different.
let's sell some dogs.
Well, no, the mini mall came before the dogs, and the dogs is
Okay.
actually my daughter's business because she's
I
also an
saw
entrepreneur slash hustler. But I help her a lot with the promotions and and helping her take
that's
care of
my
the dog.
little buddy right there. That's my little
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah,
Oh
she's
my
an amazing woman.
goodness.
hmm and
Wow.
so it was just like, okay, we wanted to open up an event center
Mm-hmm.
because the area that we're in directly, there isn't any right in that direct vicinity. So that
Mm-hmm.
was the plan. We obtained a 7,200 square foot space, and then we split that space in half to utilize it as two businesses. The other
Okay.
half of it is the mini mall, where we had. That's why it's a small mall because it's just big enough to fit 12 stores in it. Um,
Okay.
and then the front side of that is supposed to be the event center. However, we got scammed out of a lot of our business savings on
I
that.
saw that.
Yeah, so
Come on, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's just, you know,
the devil is busy because
the
when you see
devil's
greatness, he tries to destroy it, but we will not allow it at all.
we we shan't we
Mm,
shan't fall for it.
We're,
And and
we're
and,
not
and
doing
it's so crazy how these uh, and that's why I love doing shows with folks, and as we just talk, it leads into things. My next question I was going to ask you was what some of the challenges that you face as a business owner. And
it.
wow.
Yeah, well, that would be one of them. Being able to trust a contractor is hard. It's very, very
Hmm.
hard. You want to have your faith in them, and then you want to support Black-owned businesses because you yourself are a Black-owned business. But
Yeah.
that's another challenge that we face: the stigma of being a Black-owned business. Is, oh, I'd rather still go to the others because they're Black. They're probably not professional. They're probably, but we strive and believe in our professionalism. We're very, very, we're people persons. We're, considerate. We believe in treating people the way we want to be treated when we go get a
Right.
service. So our challenge was getting people to trust us, and continue to support us over the years. I mean, we've had clients that have been with us for the last 9 years that have never left us. We have
I
some
know
that
that's
come
right.
and some that go, and that's okay because what's meant for us is going to always be for us.
Yeah. Wow. That is something. And those are some of the struggles that we face when people, I always say, when people won't ride your wave. People will
Yeah.
see you. I remember I have my best friend is um Angel Park. He has Angel Park Men's Boutique.
Mhm.
And when I started 25 years he's been in business, and I've done some, behind the scenes stuff with him. But when I went to do my own thing, I remember him telling me he said, you're gonna come out and you're gonna pop, and people are gonna come to you, and tell you, everyone always says, I can take you to the next level. I'm okay.
Mhm.
I see what you're doing. I'm gonna take you to the next level. He said, everyone's gonna say that to you. He said, but you gotta check their resumes and see what they've done.
Right,
But
right.
he said, there's even gonna be people that's just everything's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be immaculate. They're gonna check all the boxes and they still gonna be some shit. So it's
Right.
just the price of doing business.
Listen,
And he
and
said,
you
yeah,
be careful.
yeah, wow. Three businesses,
Mhm.
three
4.
businesses, four. I'm going to say four
Yeah.
businesses and some dogs. You
And,
know,
and and then if
that's
you count the brow business, because that's separate from the salons, because I still got to run my clients and appointments. And
yeah.
it's always something going wrong. Like even today, we've had issues with ceiling leaking in one of the tenant suites.
Oh my goodness,
They found mold in one of our walls. It's just like, it's just always
it's
something.
it's
Always.
always something.
Yeah,
It,
like even now the building maintenance guy is calling my phone. I can't answer because I'm doing the podcast from my
it's like
phone, but
this. I'm gonna
I'm
hit you
sure
right
he
back,
wants
dog.
to. Yeah, I'm over here trying to text him on the side from my other phone, like I'm in the middle of something.
Oh my good, it's never a dull moment, and people always think that it's. I mean, I want to own a business. I was like, hey yo, like a lot of sleeplessness, late nights, early mornings, sleepless nights. Somebody always got to someone always needs to get paid.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
if you got merch or material, you always, so it's not for the faint at heart. And so
Yeah, people always do.
how long have you been in the eyebrow business, or I'll say the beauty business? So how long of a time frame are we
Since
talking?
2017, so it's going on 10 years.
Oh my goodness,
10
like
years
it
strong.
is. That is something like when I heard about it, like you have hairdressers and you have
Mhm.
makeup artists, and then women are like, no, 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 I got to go here and get my eyebrows done. And then I thought about it and thought about like how big that is. Like
Mhm.
that's a big
It
business. Like
is. It is.
wow. So you have Precise Brows by B, and
Mm-hmm.
that is you going and doing the brows. Just
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
people reaching out and how long does it take to to do that? Like how long does it take to?
It
Because I
depends
got
on the
these
service.
I
Because
got these caterpillars. You
I
do
got
guys
you.
too?
Yeah, I do. I have guy clients, but
Because I
that
used to
like
have that I'll be
with the
sure
phone.
thing going
Oh
on.
no, yeah, no, we
Nah,
can't.
it wasn't that. Nah, I'm just teasing. It wasn't that bad. But I seen some little hair, and I was like, I ain't getting the I'll be sure. Am I?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
So it's
so yeah, I do regular brow wax, which takes about not even 10 minutes. Then I do a brow wax and tint. If they want the tint, that's just an enhancement. It's a dye. That total appointment takes about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the person. And then I tattoo eyebrows as well. I do microblading and micro shading.
wow. This is as a guy. This is like and I'm sure every lady is like, oh, okay, yeah, I know about that. I'm
Hmm.
blown away because I'm like, it's money in everything.
It
Like
is. But
that's.
even with that being said, and what I do being very popular, it as a person in the beauty industry, it's always best to have multiple services under your belt because when one lacks, the other one can pick up the slack. Because I'm an entrepreneur, I work for myself. So if I don't work, I don't get paid. So having
Mhm.
multiple services keeps me busy. So I also do body sculpting, which is a
Mhm.
non-invasive form of liposuction. And
Hmm.
yeah, and I recently took a class on how to do brow extensions, which I haven't started offering the service yet. But it's kind of like getting a hair weave. I can put some hair extensions on your eyebrows and make them look a little fuller.
I was going to say, so if you're a little thin up there, if your brow's a little thin, you can put some in. It's
Yeah,
like brothers getting enhancements on their corners.
there you go.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
So you said something there. I got thrown off with the
Okay.
enhancements because
Hmm.
that's crazy. But when you said, I thought about this book that I read as a child.
Hmm.
It's Iceberg Slim,
Hmm.
and Lord forgive me. Iceberg Slim was a pimp. But the mentality, the business model fits any business.
Okay, absolutely.
And you just said it. He said, if you got one, one is too close to none. If
That's
that one
it.
gets sick on you, you ain't getting no money. So basically, what it was saying, what he was saying was, if you got one stream, you do one thing, and something happens, you done. So it's
That's it.
always like you gotta have more. That's why I say, okay, I love this beard oil. Okay, I gotta do some legal services. Okay, I
Hmm.
gotta do some. I'm gonna do car service. I'm gonna do any and everything to
Yeah.
get it popping under this umbrella. So I'm sitting here listening to you like, yo, I know this is my sister from another mister right here. This
Hmm.
is this is something. So you have been running a successful beauty business, courses, classes for
Hmm.
almost 10 years.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden,
Hmm.
I get a phone call. See how that I get a phone call from
Yes.
Tyranny who
Hmm.
says, "Hey, I need you here. My homegirl wrote a show and she's doing it. Tell us how you went from celebrity, brow artist, business owner, mini mall, this, that, 12 store dogs, eyebrows, tattoos, to having a TV show do 2.5 million views on Tubi. How, Miss Vina? How did this happen?
Did
Is it?
you?
I know this is a story, so get y'all popcorn, man. I'm ready to hear this.
Okay, so Deceitful Motives is absolutely my baby. Like, that's my baby. That show has taken me through the ringer. But what got me started in it initially was, unfortunately, I was engaged to be married in 2022, and my then fiance decided that he wanted to help himself to my personal savings in my safe, and he stole $36,000 from me. And with that being said, that was a very deceitful motive.
That
Like,
was
it was a very hard time for me, Derek, because I'm a very outgoing person. I'm a very bubbly person.
yeah.
But I wasn't none of that at that time. I was going through a serious depression because of for multiple reasons. For one, like the man that I thought loved me for real and wanted to spend the rest of his life with me stole money from me after I had already gone above and beyond
Above and
for this woman.
beyond.
Yeah, when I say above, and I don't even want to get into how above and beyond, but it's just know I went above and beyond, and that's not even an exaggeration. Like most people would look at me like, "Damn, you dumb, you did all that." Yeah, absolutely, I did because he was my man. You
You were in
know,
love. You were in
I was
love.
in love. I was
You
in
were in
love.
love.
And apparently, I believe he cared for me at one point, but I believe his greed, overpowered the feelings
It
that he had for me.
superseded the love.
Absolutely. So, one day, I really, I had to go through a whole process. If you want me to tell some of the story, I can, but it took me about 10 days to even get the situation out.
Hmm.
Basically, he was taking it out of my personal safe. I did not give him access to this safe. He went looking for the key. Um, Noticed an influx of his spending that I know is not really his type of spending.
It wasn't par for his lifestyle.
Mm-mm, it was not, and it was just for a second. I'm like, is he selling drugs? Like, what's going on? And then one day, God just spoke to me and said, "Count your money." Now, nobody, me personally, I don't ever go back behind myself and count money that I've already
Right.
counted and put it in a safe
Because you know what
because
it
you think
is.
it's
You know
safe.
what.
And I'm talking about keeping ledgers and everything of it deposit. If I take anything out, what I took it out for, the date I took it out for, like I'm very thorough. And so I count the money. And I'm like, ooh, these numbers
Ooh,
not right. This math ain't
this
mathing right
this
here.
math ain't
The
mathing.
math was not mathing. And so, of course, I think most people's natural reaction, I thought of a homicide. I really did.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but it's just at the end of the day, my common sense. outpowers those type of thoughts. I'm like, yeah, you can't do that. You gotta do this the right way,
So yeah.
So I kept it a secret from my mom, my daughter, and I work with them every day. I kept it a
Mhm.
secret. I only told three people, two of my best friends, and then I consulted a friend of mine that's a lawyer. And then from there, I waited 10 days because I put a camera in the spot where
Mm.
because it's cash, and I knew I needed evidence of him going
Yeah,
in my personal space
absolutely.
in order to pursue charges. So 10 days, and this is going through Christmas, I might add, knowing that I'm opening gifts that my money paid for.
Yeah.
It was,
Right.
yeah, it was
Right.
hard, but I tried. Talk about being an actress. I acted for 10 days like everything was okay,
Everything was Gucci.
like my world just didn't get flipped upside down. So what happened was I finally on December 27th, 2022, I went to the courthouse. I filed for a protective order and I filed the charges of theft. The protective order was just to get him out the house peacefully. Um, and I did, even though I didn't have the evidence, because I waited for 10 days and he never went back in the safe during that time. I honestly think it was because he may have just hit it right before Christmas to be able to get gifts.
He hit that
And
lick before. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I didn't catch him, but I still filed the charges because it just made me feel better to file those charges. So of course they got thrown out because I didn't have evidence. Where he is to this day, I don't know. He was never from the DMV to begin with. He moved from a different state to actually be with me.
Was it
Um,
from down south? Was it
California.
from? Okay, go ahead. Go
California,
ahead.
yeah. So with that being said, like once I actually told everybody after he got removed from the house, then I was able to live in my truth and let my emotions out because I had to bottle them for 10 days so that I could be regular. But once I let them out, I think I was overwhelmed with them and I really went through a great depression. But from that, it was like, okay, girl, first of all, you got too much relying on you. You need to get your best, excuse me, butt out the bed and get back to your grind and make it happen. So I
Hmm.
went to sleep, and the next morning I woke up and said, I want to write a TV show.
Come on now.
That's literally how that happened. I want to write a TV show. Mind you, I've never did this a day in my life. I've never written anything, directed, produced. Again, I'm in another situation where I don't know what to do, where to start. I'm just like,
Wow.
I need to maybe start writing a script, get an idea for what I'm looking for. Then I'm gonna host me some casting calls and see if I can get some people to come out, some people crazy enough to believe in me. And then I started asking around to my tenants and everyone if they knew anybody who does production. And so, with that being said, my production team, Malik Polar, Joe Dyer,
Malika
Terry,
Beast.
yeah, I got
Malika
introduced to them.
Beast.
They are very, very talented, very talented. But I had a couple of people that was referred to me. So I interviewed and talked with all of them. Out of
Hmm.
everyone, Malik was the one that stood out to me. Malik
Yeah.
presentation of his work is what stood out to me. And I will say this, Malik's price was a lot more than all the other people. And I still said, I want you. I want you
His
because
work, his work stood for the price. The
yeah,
price. Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes the price you
absolutely.
be like, oh, okay, yeah,
Mhm,
I get it. I
mhm,
get it. Cause,
absolutely, yeah,
Cause I've been on some things. It's like, oh, okay. No, when
mhm.
Malik's in there, Malik is official.
He's so thorough.
Wow.
Yes, he takes so many takes. You be like, "Come on, Malik, we just did this 25 times. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
good." Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I love. They're like
Wow.
my family now. We're inseparable at this point. So
I love
yeah,
it.
that's how that happened.
So this was actually based. Can we show the trailer?
Yeah,
Can we
you
get the
can
trailer?
absolutely, please.
See, can we throw that trailer up? It's about 2 minutes. It's all good. So
Yeah.
we gonna do it. But if we could throw that trailer for Deceitful Motives up, please, sir.
I'm not trying to be in these fucking streets, man. Drug shit was supposed to be a stepping stone. You of all people know how hard I'm coming when it's time to get the fuck down. Focus on an exit plan, nigga. From the same fucking streets I'm from. You of all people know how hard I'm coming when it's time to get the fuck down. You don't get it. You don't get it. My brother's keeper. Always. What the fuck you just say to me?
How the fuck you think these dreams get funded?
Nigga, that's my point exactly. This drug shit was supposed to be a stepping stone.
You haven't said anything to Lucky though, have you?
Hell nah. I can't hip him to this and let him know we're using this club to pull this shit off.
Yeah, I need you to look someone up for me. Her name is Cassidy Kane. Keep this shit between me and you. Who is Cassidy Kane, nigga?
She the richest chick I know. Owns several businesses. Stay on her shit. Wish I could catch this bitch slipping. We definitely can retire.
Man, check this out. I've been talking to this new shorty across town for about 6 months now, and I think she in love.
Oh yeah? And please tell me how that's working out, seeing as though you got a wife.
There's just no excitement there. Core's just too safe. Everything's just so routine.
Well, if you don't want him anymore, pass him over. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
I think Leslie cheating on me.
You know what? Like, fuck you! If you faint hearted, you better leave. You try to cross me, then you dead to me. Cause I'm in the business of making enemies. And there's a good chance that you may never leave. You feeling comfortable, you should never be. Cause I'm bringing pain if we should ever meet. Tonight, you should really find a lifeline. Outlaws come alive in the nighttime.
Just get here.
Cause we are the outlaws.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Did you see yourself in there?
Always.
Okay.
It's so funny. I've been on many a set. I've been on many a set, and I've been on set 3 times with you,
Mm-hmm.
and we filmed up in Baltimore at
Mm-hmm.
this club, and I damn near. I was part of the family. I'm an honorary cousin now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That was the
Your
first day
mom.
you actually came on set, right? Was that the first day?
My first day was at I don't want to for the people that haven't seen it was the first day I was on set took place after the
Like,
Baltimore scene. So
okay,
we were on
gotcha.
location. We were on location the very first time in
Mhm.
Largo.
Okay.
And then but when I linked up and met your family and I think your mom,
My mama and them,
somebody
my daughter.
made me a plate. I
Mm-hmm.
went home with a big ass plate, and I
Yeah,
enjoyed myself. And I was
good.
in there with my homegirl Sherelle,
Mm-hmm.
who I who I've done, and we just laugh because we've done "Give Me That Beat"
Yeah.
together. We've done "Deceitful Motives" together, and
Mm-hmm.
we've done "I'm Supposed to Walk This Way" together.
Oh yeah,
So
that's right.
wow, this trailer. So you woke up and said, I'm going to make this into the TV show. What were some of the obstacles that you faced in this? In bringing,
Ooh,
come
Lord.
on now. Yeah. What was the obstacle from
Okay,
bringing
so
this
first of
to
all,
fruition?
okay, so the very first day of filming, now when I did let me back up a little bit. When I did the casting calls, and I selected my people based on my characters and who I felt would fit right, even if they didn't have a lot of experience. I'm a firm believer that everybody has to start somewhere,
Hmm.
and you can't always get a no because how do people expect you to have experience if you get a no everywhere you turn? So I had took on, I had about an 18 member cast. So we did table reads weekly and, we were building our rapport with one another and, becoming like a family. And so I had the original guy that was supposed to play my brother. He was there from the very beginning. He came to the casting calls and he was at every table read, even though he didn't have a car. He was showing that he was there.
He was trying to do
Okay.
it.
But the first day of filming, the very first day, he didn't show up. The very first day of filming, this man did not show up, would not answer phone calls, would not return text messages. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? So that was my very first trial and tribulation on day one. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So I'm emotional. So I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Like I got makeup on because we were filming our scenes that day. So I had my makeup I
Yeah.
was on, I'm like, I can't cry. I can't cry because so we just had to kind of film some other stuff and miss a whole day of filming the other portions that we were supposed to film.
Wow.
Obviously I got him replaced, but it was just like you couldn't call and just say, "Hey, I got cold feet," or you
Yeah,
know,
choked. It happens.
it
Like,
does, but it just because what a lot of people don't understand is the preparation that goes in to getting this started. It's a lot.
yeah,
It is
a
a lot.
lot.
Scheduling, getting the proper or the right people together at the same time, it's a lot. So to bail on me like that, I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
other things that I went through was like I did have someone else quit after already being filmed. At least the other guy quit before being filmed. This person quit after already being filmed. So it was just like, dang, now what am
Oh
I gonna do?
my
And I have this
God.
whole script written that includes you, but you're not there anymore. So I can't just replace you with another person. This ain't Aunt Viv or Aunt Viv. You know, I'm not
Right. Like it's
Fresh
something
Prince of
different about
Bel-Air.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Oh my
I had to work
God.
that out. Then that club that we were filming at in Baltimore, it got shut down in the middle of us filming, and I had to improvise on club scenes. And
It was a
it was,
fire or something, wasn't it? Or
they did have
something.
a fire in their bathroom, but then everything escalated from there as to why they got shut down.
I got some ideas.
You got some
I got
ideas?
some, I got some ideas why. But
I mean, I do too. I wasn't trying to say it, but okay.
oh my God, I had the time
Yeah.
of my
Yeah,
life
that
in
was a great
there.
day. I feel like that was one of the funnest sets that day. That was one of the funnest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I posted a video of and Portia Rail. And I didn't post it here. I didn't add this one to see, but oh my goodness, I had a time. You know, we've talked about you owning the businesses
Mhm.
and I knew you had a lot going on. And this is the question I ask all my hustlers, all my creators. What is a day in the life like for Miss Vina Rivers
Mhm.
as with the businesses that you own now as someone who has a hit TV show on their hands? What's a day in the life like for you?
I'm just juggling a lot, like between, because between all of our shops, we probably have about 50 tenants. So you got to think 50 people with, something might be going on. Oh, my key doesn't work. Or, oh, like this morning, like I said, a leak in the ceiling.
Yeah,
And then the AC went out in one of my other shops and it was hot, crazy hot last week, so it's just so I wake up to phone calls or text messages. Like I have two phones. I'm on one with you, which is my personal phone, but then I got my work phone. And I was just telling someone earlier, I can't even go to the bathroom without having both of my phones with me. I can't put them down and just be like, oh, I'll get to those phones later because something could be going on. Someone could need me for something. So I wake up, my day starts with probably phone calls about whatever or text
mm,
messages from clients looking to get appointments. Then on the other phone, I'm juggling, promoting Deceitful Motives because, of course, I want to stay relevant. Season one has been out since the end of February. So it's still important that I continue to push and
absolutely.
promote it. In which I'm up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just writing in Tubi groups. Hi, my name is Vina. I have a copy and paste message. I'm pasting
Yeah,
and I'm putting a trailer in comments and I'm just going hard because I know that no one is gonna go as hard for me as me.
it's you.
So so
Yeah.
I gotta try to, I do my clients and then I handle whatever issues are coming at me throughout the day, salon suites wise. And, then I'm making phone calls on behalf of my show and trying to figure out I'm still writing season 2. So I'm just juggling a whole lot. But I always try to fit in some me time. So like every week I go to karaoke with my best friend, who plays Carmen on the show, by the way. My best
That
friend in real life is my best friend on the show.
See, that's how it's supposed to be. I
Right. And she's
love
never
it.
asked it before, but I'm like, girl, you interested? She was like, why not? Let's
And
do it.
you killed it. And I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
this: your hustle. I remember seeing you riding around in your car. I got
Mm-hmm.
a show coming out. It's called Deceitful Motives. Like I said, this girl be
Listen,
rocking. I
I do
I
not
I
care.
love it.
I'm gonna
I
tell everybody.
that touches my soul. So I got a question for you. You got this
Mm-hmm.
amazing success as an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish you nothing but the best and just abundance and all of that. You've got a hit TV show, 2.5 million views. But
I'm still. Whew.
I got one question. I got
Uh-huh.
one question.
What's that?
Will you see, and Tori, are you ready, Tori? Will the viewer see this guy again? Will the viewer see this? Is he gonna get his lick back? Is he gonna get
Absolutely.
his lick back? And
Absolutely.
let me tell you something. I posted a video. I post it periodically,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
people
I
be like,
appreciate that, by the way.
"Hey, listen." And when you opening it up to me, all love. And I said, man, this is my sister. I'm making. I want her to be successful.
And I
I
appreciate
want her to
that.
win. I love it because I love hearing the stories, things I didn't know. But
Mm-hmm.
people, somebody rolled up on me
Mm-hmm.
and said, "Dog," I said, "Man, you cut your hair."
Oh,
And right? Someone says, "You cut your hair," and I was waiting to tell you this on this. I
uh-huh.
said, so I turned around, look at it as a dude and a girl. I said, "Yeah." They said, "Yeah," because when you was in the strip club, I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute. There's people around. You
Oh,
just gonna say I'm in the strip club? No, on the Tubi joint, on the deceitful. Black people they gonna chop it down
oh my God.
on the deceitful joint. You was in the strip club and they. And I was like, yeah, man. They said, man. I said, I gotta get that lick back, right? And they like,
Mhm.
yeah, dog. So man, I am just, I am so proud of you. Like I throw that out there. Are we gonna
I
see that
appreciate
guy
that.
again?
Yeah, you're gonna see that guy again. I got something up my sleeve for that, for real. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
Oh, no
So,
problem.
I have when I called you, and it was so funny. I called you and I was laughing. I hope you were laughing. And I called you with my business voice. I said, yes, Miss Rivers, this is Derek LaMar. I'll be honored to have you.
Uh,
I
you
called
were
you
on the
with my
phone like,
business. I called you with yeah, you were like, somebody got your phone, dog? You good?
"Duh."
I called her with a business voice because I was lunching that day. Um, but I just admire what you do. I
Thank you.
admire you as a businesswoman doing this show. I learned more about you tonight than I knew, and I fuck with you even more.
Thank you.
So, for the people that are looking at you and going, "Wow," where could tell us where they can follow you and see what you do on a daily, weekly, whatever basis? How can the people find you?
Because I also want to just do another quick plug that I'm starting a new business venture. I'm actually partnering with Malik Pollard and Gary Estep to do a what we're calling the Signature Business Expo, where yearly we're going to get entrepreneurs. Even if you don't have like merchandise to sell, you still come, you get a table, and you have your pamphlets, your brochures, or whatever it is, your business cards, and you promote and advertise to the people. We're going to have a go-go band. We're going to have a DJ. It's going to be October 4th will be the first annual one.
I'll be
Um,
there. I saw that.
yeah, so so we're looking for vendors. We're looking for people who selling food, so people can come out, see what your food hitting for. I mean, of course, you charge what you're gonna charge for your stuff that you have, but we just want to get more exposure for the businesses and bring, put something together where they can get more, traffic through their business. So that is happening. So with that being said, all of the Instagrams, oh Lord. All right, my personal Instagram is Empress underscore Vina 44.
Mm-hmm.
Then my brow Instagram is precise brows underscore by underscore V.
Mm-hmm.
Then my TV show Instagram is deceitful underscore motives. Then
Yep.
the signature business expo is TS Business Expo on Instagram. TS Business Expo.
Yes, come on now. I saw that. I'll be there. And shout out, we gotta get ready to wrap. But shout out to my man Tuki who played Joey. We went to high
Yes,
school together too. So I want to say thank you for pulling up. Thank you
of
for
course.
coming through. Thank you for sharing your story. And the most, and let me look in the camera. My sincerest thank you for allowing me to be a part of your project. You know,
Absolutely.
as an
Thank you.
actor, when people say, "Hey, Derek, I want you to do this," I take it so seriously because I know that's their baby, and to hear that
Yeah.
this was something that was so
You
serious and near and
came
dear
and
to your
filled
heart.
in for me for something else that
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
all of a sudden couldn't do.
yeah. I had to put the shiesty on,
Yeah,
but
you
that's the
definitely
type of
did.
dude that's the type of dude I am. You know, because if
Mhm.
you rock with me, I rock with you. So
And
I
I'm
just want
I'm
to
the same
thank
way.
you. Yeah, I want to thank you for blessing the show tonight, telling your
Mhm.
story and coming on. Y'all make sure y'all go follow everything this sister does. If you've not seen Deceitful Motives, go to Tubi and check it out. It's
Yep,
banging. And
it
now
is.
that you know where it came from, you definitely got to tune up. Go
Yeah.
get your brows done. Go get all of that done. Check her out. Miss Vina, thank you so much for hopping on the show tonight. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
you so
Derek.
much.
I
And we
appreciate
gonna
you.
wrap. We
Okay.
gonna wrap, and we gonna get up, and I got to go up in my thing there with you and Malik and do my thing with your business
Oh,
expo. You know what I'm talking
absolutely.
about? You know what I'm talking
Absolutely.
about? So from me to you, for everybody watching all over the world, I want to say thank you for tuning into the Mr. Derek LaMar show. Be great. Let's get it.